After the divorce, my husband started sewing all our things in half.
You want 50% of the property, so take it.
Scott was mad because I went to court. And I could no longer put up with his constant cheating. After that, he swore to turn my life into a living hell.
I'll do everything I can to make sure you don't get anything. And I'm talking about our son, too.
I immediately rushed to school to pick up Thomas and hide him from his father. I knew that if Scott managed to get there before me, I would probably never see my son again. But Thomas wasn't there. Did Scott get ahead of me? I was distracted from that terrible thought by a phone call. As it turned out, Thomas accidentally broke a window in his classroom. So he was sent to the principal's office, which was why they were calling. I pretended to be upset by my son's behavior and tried to get him out of there as soon as possible. However, the principal was against it.
Your husband insisted that we wait for him.
I decided to fake a phone call from Scott and said that he was waiting for us outside. Much to my surprise, my lie turned out to be true. Scott was already there and was heading toward the entrance. There was only one way to escape: climbing over the fence. We almost made it. But Thomas couldn't hold on to it and fell. Mom, I think I got hurt. Ouch! It hurts! Scott heard Thomas crying and immediately rushed towards us. Luckily, a school bus pulled over on the side of the road. And we managed to hop on it before my husband caught up with us.
You can't hide from me!
We had to stay at a motel. While I was thinking about what to do next, my son kept bombarding me with questions. Mommy, why are we hiding from the daddy? I couldn't tell Thomas the truth, but his cheating dad had gone crazy and wanted to deprive me of his custody, so I silently treated his wound. Oh, Mommy, it hurts! My hand! Ouch! I asked my son to be quiet so we wouldn't attract too much attention. But it was too late. Soon there was a knock on the door. I was worried because I thought Scott had found us. But when I opened the door, I saw a police officer.
Ma'am, there's been a complaint about children screaming in your room. Did you harm that child?
I tried to convince the officer that I hadn't, but he saw Thomas' teary eyes and the wound on his arm and decided to take my son back to the station.
Social services will figure it out, ma'am.
I ran after the car, begging him to give me my son back. But the cop was adamant. As soon as he left, Scott showed up.
I told you, you can't hide from me.
In the end, he tracked Thomas' phone, and once he found us, he wanted to break into the room. However, having heard his son crying, he decided to come up with a different plan.
I won't lose the trial this time, honey.
Scott filed for custody rights, and social services issued their verdict. I was beating my own son. Thomas told them that he got hurt from the fall. But social services thought he was lying out of fear of getting punished.
Please, give me full custody of my son.
Still, my ex-husband didn't take one thing into account. You can only take a child that is yours. But he wasn't. We couldn't get pregnant for a long time. Scott refused to go to the doctor, as he was sure that he wasn't the one to blame. So I secretly decided to do IVF, with the help of a donor. Upon learning that, Scott was furious.
What? So he's not mine? Then forget it. I'm not going to raise him. I have my own children from 3 mistresses, and that's enough for me.
The judge's eyes widened to the truth. He realized that Scott was deliberately slandering me. Not only did he deprive my ex-husband of any parental rights, but also stated that he should stay at least 100 meters from Thomas. I finally got rid of my crazy husband and raised my beloved son in peace. Remember, if the truth is on your side, nothing and no one can defeat you.